Hello, young gay. Here in this video, there's something here to show you. I want to show you what our normal behaviors become in today's society. Okay, so watch this, and I'll be right back with you.
Cell phone video and a few four-letter words have a local mom on her way to jail.
Wendy Thomas, that's her name. She admitted she went way too far when she witnessed a fight between two girls at Warren County High School. Now she's the one in trouble and sharing her side of the story. Here's Channel 4's Josh Devine with that exclusive interview.
Let them fight. Let them go at it.
As shocking as this video might be,
Don't untangle them. Let them get out.
the one accused of recording it
That I'm sorry for what I said.
might be even more surprising.
I should have thought about that as being a mother.
Regardless, Wendy Thomas will spend 10 days in jail. She pleaded guilty to what the sheriff considers a major lapse in judgment.
It's hard to comprehend why a person would sit there and watch children fight like that.
Investigators said Thomas taped two girls fighting at Warren County High School after she picked up her own daughter. The video
Oh, she's going to bite her. She bite her.
proves Thomas didn't do anything to stop it. In fact,
Is that all you're going to do? Pull her out?
she cheered it on, something she says she now regrets.
Maybe I shouldn't have said what I said. I shouldn't have, because my daughter was videoing it. I didn't realize she was videoing it until after the fact.
Though the fight happened 2 months ago, the cell phone video only surfaced when the two girls involved went to court. It didn't take investigators too long to figure out what was in that video was, in their minds, also a crime.
You know, we need to do all we can to help our children, and we certainly should be breaking up fights instead of trying to encourage it. So it bothers me.
As for Thomas,
It's very frustrating and it's heartbreaking.
she will report to jail in a few weeks to pay the price for a lesson learned.
If I'm stopped and a fight breaks out, I'm going on about my own business.
In McMinnville, Josh Devine, Channel 4 News.
In addition to the jail sentence, Wendy Thomas will also have to complete 64 hours of community service.
Okay, what'd you see there? Yeah, well, you know what you saw there? See what the mother's action was? See how she got herself in trouble? She gets 10 days. Whoop-de-ding-ding, okay? But she got herself in trouble because they didn't approve of her behavior. But why didn't they approve of her behavior? What, because she coached on a fight? Well, isn't that what love is in today's society? Is coaching on fights and drama? Yeah, isn't that how we call love? I mean, wasn't them two girls making love with each other? I mean, I thought maybe that was a lesbian relationship. And they were watching these two lesbians get down with each other. I mean, you know, they were in love with each other. I mean, why wouldn't it be that? It should be that, right? Because that's not what today's society's about. We coach on a fight. We teach each other how to treat each other the exact same way we wouldn't want to be treated ourselves. We look at somebody we know in 1 to 5 seconds and we want to know them. That's right. We judge somebody in 1 to 5 seconds. Maybe 7 seconds. And if you get past that, you get an interview. Yeah, that might last 3 minutes. Yeah, they already know if they ever want to know you. Because they know everything about you. All within that little short amount of time. No, they don't. They don't know shit. That's because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They haven't the first clue of what they're doing. But they do know this. Okay? They do know how to have drama. And make drama. And fight. That's right. You see, these are young girls at school. Yeah. Oh, don't worry. I know you're all going to say they'll grow up and they'll grow out of it. No, they won't. They'll just get better at it. They don't grow out of it. They'll just get better at it. Because what you learn from a child, what you grow up with, is what you'll be when you're an adult. And sometimes it'll take years to change a bad habit you had as a child. See, they're not going to get better. They ain't going to grow out of it. There ain't no such thing as growing out of it. You just cause more of it. Look at today's society. You see that. And that's what the dating scene's all about. You see how this mother coached it on? Of course she coached it on. How do you think mothers train the little girls to stereotype out guys? They start them when they're young. Mothers know what they're doing. You know how the women all stand together and suppress the men down? And they love it. The men won't stand together because they're too pussy whipped. The majority of the men will fucking side with the woman even when the woman's wrong. Remember, the woman never makes mistakes. The woman's never wrong. She's never wrong. Even when she's wrong, she's not wrong. And because society has accepted that. That's right. We've allowed our politicians to get into office. We've allowed our corrupt governments to run us and rule us. We allow history to repeat itself. Our time's running out. But what are we doing? That's right. I'm showing you what real love is. This is what real love is. Okay? So now that we have a look at real true love and how we treat each other and how the mommy coached it on, because that was her job, was to coach it on, yes. Coach on that violence. Let's push more violence, more. Treat each other like shit. Yep. And then it leads to this. Watch this.
Police on high alert searching for a suspect caught on video wheeling around a suitcase, later found to be hiding the body of a young woman strangled to death. Let us go straight out to Nancy Grace producer Rupa Mikulaneni. Rupa, what is the latest tonight?
Well, Jean, I am standing right here in front of the very building in this tree-lined neighborhood, lovely neighborhood, Jean, just a few yards away from the famous Italian restaurant Rao's, where celebrities dine every evening. A body in a suitcase was found in this very spot where I stand. That's right. Wednesday morning, midnight, just after midnight, a report comes in to the police, a 911 call from the restaurant of Rao's. Apparently, just a few minutes earlier, a passerby was walking along, saw this suitcase, thought maybe there was something valuable in this suitcase, opened it up, opened the zipper up, and a leg pops out. He runs panicking to the restaurant and calls 911, and later police are on the scene. They open the suitcase up, and it's a dead body of a young female, Jean, 28 years old.
Now, let's start from the beginning here, because we see this surveillance video. We see this man. Where does this video come from? It's surveillance video. It's a city street, holiday shoppers. Who had surveillance video?
That's right. So the surveillance video comes from a residential building right here behind me. You'll see it. And actually, I'm in the spot where this man caught on this surveillance video is dragging a suitcase along. And you see this for a few minutes in the surveillance video. Then you see him pause right here just behind me for about 60 seconds. He pauses while three people, holiday shoppers, people in the neighborhood walking by. He pauses. You see him lift up his collar. You see him wipe his face, adjust himself a little bit, looking perfectly relaxed, actually. And then as they pass by, then he continues to move on, dragging this suitcase. And a few minutes later, just a little bit further down, where the camera, he goes off camera, Jean, and that is when the suitcase is abandoned, left behind. And then a few minutes later, a neighborhood passerby walks over, finds this suitcase, and sees the leg popping out of the suitcase.
And Rupa, I saw that too on the video. He wipes his face. Rupa, it is freezing temperatures. You see what the man is wearing out there? A jacket, a scarf, a cap. He's working up a sweat because he's got a body in the suitcase. Naomi Goldstein, former producer for Nancy Grace, thank you so much for joining us. Late today, autopsy results were released of this body. What do we know at this point?
Well, Jean, I have to say we've covered a lot of stories together, both here at Nancy Grace and both at True TV as well. And this is one of the more tragic ones I've ever seen. This 28-year-old woman in the prime of her life was strangled to death.
She was strangled to death. But Naomi, even more than that, what we're hearing is that there was blood in that suitcase, right?
Yep, there's pools of blood in the suitcase and also apparently on the sidewalk surrounding it a little bit. There's believed to be some sort of head trauma on the victim as well.
So strangulation, but head trauma as well, and the body of an adult female. Rupa, do we know how old at least this young woman is?
Right. Police actually do know who this individual is, but they are not releasing her name. But they've described her as a female, 28 years old, from this area, Harlem area, but also her last known address may have been the Bronx. We know that there was a pool of blood in the suitcase. And what's interesting, Jean, is that when police arrived at the scene, opened up the suitcase and found the body, the upper body and head were covered in a black garbage bag. Then a pool of blood in the suitcase, which then later seeped onto the sidewalk right here, right behind me. Now, this has all been cleaned up since I've been here. The police no longer consider this a crime scene. They cleared out late yesterday afternoon. So that's what we've got.
Oh, shit, it happened again. He loved her. Can you tell they made love? Yeah, he put her in a suitcase. She's going on a trip. That's right. You got to pack them up, take them on a trip, don't you? She's going on a trip. Yeah. Yeah, she went on a trip. Yeah, she got her drama. She got her bad boy. That's right. She practiced what you saw in the video before. The news report I showed you there? She practiced that. She practiced drama. Ta-da! It was so hard to figure out, wasn't it? Well, that's love today, isn't it? Love is sex, money, wealth, fame, stats, drama. Oh, drama's the number one key, though, because you gotta have drama, don't you? That's why you chase after your bad boys. Ain't that right, ladies? Because you gotta have a fight. No, couldn't get along with somebody. Couldn't compromise and work together and get along as a real adult would do. No. We gotta act like little children. We gotta think we know it all. We gotta ridicule other people. We gotta look for other people's faults like if we have none of our own. Isn't that right? And we gotta act like what they showed you there. See, they learned that while they were young. And now these people ain't young no more seeing this video report here that you just saw. Well, that's what happens. You learn that from mommy when she was young. She taught you how to fight and how to make drama, how to treat other people like shit. She grew up. She didn't outgrow it. She got better at it. And now she was better at it, okay? She did a lot of manipulation, a lot of lying, and a lot of games, okay? She fit in with the rest of the sheep and went bad down the street and groupthink because she couldn't think for herself because she had to fit in. That's right. She treated people like shit. Just like everybody treats each other like shit in today's society. And by golly, this guy loved her. He loved her a lot. Yep. Strangled her. Smashed her head a little bit, stuffed her in a suitcase. That was real love. Damn, that was some real love going on there. Has it happened again? Oh, that's right, it happened again, did it? Oh, shit. You mean the statistics on the Justice Department are still wrong? It happened again? Yeah. Well, I like my caller last night, $1,000. You give us $1,000 if we can go a day, one day, without finding an "it happened again" report within the United States or globally. Search all over the world. If you can go one day on this world, on this planet, without finding it happened again, we'll give you $1,000. But you know what? He'll never have to pay that $1,000 out. He'll never have to pay it. It's a good thing you didn't have to give him $1,000 for being wrong. That when you said that you could go a day without that, because if you said you could go a day without finding it happened again worldwide, you'd owe him $1,000. You know why? Because you won't be able to find a day that it won't happen again. Because of our ability to treat each other like complete dirt globally. Because of our ability to not grow up, to not be adults. Because real adults don't present this behavior. Think about it. Leave your comments and opinions. And remember, it's true love. To the next video, you have a good one.